everything we've been taught in the American education system.
Sis, it was playing out. My internet was going like great. I was sitting here watching all kind of stuff. I said, "Oh, I'm about to play this video real quick." It's two I wanted to play actually, but look how it's starting out. I paused it for let's try it. Oh, it done kicked me out. Kicked me right on out. Yeah, dang, it was going so great. I said, let me quickly just play a video. It ain't even an hour long. Like I can't even get this to cooperate. As soon as I get on this stream, it starts on this time. All right, one more, one more time. Let's see. It looks like in the I can't bar, everything's connected, everything open. It is. I swear, I'm be seeming like it's my internet, y'all. This internet, man. I'm trying. I'm like, man, it's so man, y'all, if I had enough time in the day to do a live every day and it was able to just get some information out, I would be good. You know, I'm so like backed up on stuff I've been wanting to talk to y'all about. Shit, some stuff I forget so much of. Like, I don't know. But um if I get to sharing too many books, I know that seems to be a problem too. So I definitely want to get this video. This brother is on fire with this video. And check this out. This clip I saw, I was going to play it on Empress, but we didn't get a chance to. But listen to this. Let's try it again.
any trace of their language,
Yeah, it's doing a whole lot right now. Let's see. This is the last try, y'all. If it don't work this time, I'm gonna just have to wait again. I tried to upload this video on my community tab, so if it doesn't work this time, I'm gonna try again from the computer and see if I can load it on my community tab, and you guys can go there and watch it. It is a really good video from this brother. Uh, like Excellence channel. Oh, in the chat too. Thanks for watching on your phone. So. Okay, let me see. All right, let's try, guys. Let's try. I was gone since it kicked me out. Let's see here. Let me try it one more thing. Let's talk one more time. Here we go.
Everything we've been taught in the American education system is all a lie. Yes, Native Americans weren't the original people of this land. We actually took it from black people. We were so good at it that we just wiped out any trace of their language and culture. Everything we've been taught in the American education is all a lie. Yes, Native Americans weren't the original people of this land. We actually took it from black people. We were so good at it that we just felt any trace of their language and their culture.
Y'all still can't hear? What do you mean no
Welcome
sound?
back
You
to the
still can't hear?
podcast.
It looks like it's moving.
This is Big BJ checking in. Today's conversation, beloved,
Okay, still no sound.
we're going to talk about Indian slavery inside of this territory that we call the United States. And what I want to do, beloved, is read a source. And I constantly want to go over this thing like what we've been taught, what we've been taught, what we've been taught. I want to just continue to go over what we've been taught. And then I want to read a source today. And then we're going to talk about what we haven't been taught. I would discuss that many of us, we didn't even hear about, we never even heard about, right? Because how they have our minds trained is when we hear the word slavery, black folks think of themselves. Black folks think of Africans. Black folks think of West Africans. They do not see Pakistanis.
Thank you, sis.
They do not see East Indians. They don't even see natives. They don't see the red man on the plantation. You have to ask yourself, why? The red man was the plantation. She worked the plantation. How come we never known that? How come we don't see a picture, a photo, feel what we know and what they told us to be Indians on a cotton plantation, on a tobacco plantation, strawberry patch, watermelon patch, sugar plantation? We never seen it. We can read about it because there is, we living in the age of technology, but we never seen it, right? So in today's conversation, beloved, I'm gonna show source, and the name of the book is called Myths of the Cherokee by James 233. And it reads as follows. In regard to the concept that in all the southern sat with right there. And if you continue to go down through the paragraph, they're going to talk about kidnapping raids, what tribe was caught, and what tribe became prisoner, and who was sold where, who was sold to who, what location. It just going to shift. But watch this now, because James Mooney said something very important. I just want to point out to the listeners, point out to the family. Indian slaves when they told our people, African slave ship got here in 1619. We talk about the territory that we call the United States. We ain't talking about the islands. We ain't talking about something. We just talking about the territory that today we call the United States. All the way up until damn near the 1800s, which 60 you get the
Thanks for so much, sis. Really, truly.
Civil War. Damn near all the way up to the 1800s. Tonto was working in the field right next to Mandingo. Did you know that? Did it tell you that? Have you ever tried to research a picture or a drawing of that? Have you ever seen a pale-skinned Indian? You think, or as mama and daddy them saying the song, can't see in the morning till you can't see at night. Have you ever seen, ever? Because we went through public school all over the country. And when you look at American history, when you crack the book open, when it started talking about slavery, they show you somebody that look like you, walk like you, talk like you.
Windows showing
right?
Good. Okay, great.
And you came over on a boat, and your people is Igbo, right? Yoruba, Fulani. They gave you a bunch of tribes. Man, them your folks. And we okay with that because, beloved, the melanated world is our people. What about the Indians that worked the plantation? Did we know that they was on the auction block? Have you ever seen
Appreciate
anybody
you guys
ever?
so much, sis.
Have you ever seen a native, right? Because
Really
it's this
appreciate
it's
you
this
guys.
pretending
Much
thing going on.
love.
All right, that's cool. Pretending.
That was you.
Reservation, but listen, our family used to work for the Smith plantation. Our family was working for the Williamson plantation. Our family came from the Jones plantation. Have you ever seen it? I never seen it. Never seen them talk about that.
Talk about it.
What they kind of do, we talk about the pale native, we talk about the pale Indian. When you hear them talking, it's about our folks went to war here, our folks went to war there. They got caught up with disease. Everybody got packed up, rounded up, and they were sent to Oklahoma. The end. Not only that, beloved, where's the movie for that? We always see the Indian. He on the horse. He got the bow and arrow, long, straight, black hair, high cheekbones,
the Italian,
pale skin.
the Italian.
Got some war paint on, got some damn moon dances. I got all of that. Somehow, beloved, he can remember all of his culture after standing right next on the plantation next to you. After being colonized right to you. You forgot as the African.
Ain't that something?
You forgot. Both of you are underneath colonization. And the people group has been captured, rounded up, and separated from their original tribe and kept on the plantation all their life right next to the African. He would have forgot. She would have forgot. Then y'all got some mingling going on at the workplace because the plantation is a workplace. And how they painted to us is if that Indian is dark skinned, that Indian got Negro blood. That's how they kick it to us. That's how you became Indian black man, black woman. You are beloved at Estalusta. You're a mixed breed. If you're not a mixed breed, what they will kick to you is, well, Indians had slaves too, so you belong to the red man. All right, we get all that. We read that. We got the stick on the refrigerator. What we did not know is, wait a minute.
We read that they were enslaved, right? The book talking about the white Welsh Indians that were all on the coast of Florida there. They came up through, I think it was Mississippi, Ohio area. They were all the white Indians. They were the ones that were being enslaved at that time.
High cheekbones, straight hair, Native American Indian, Tonto. He was on the plantation with us. Where's that movie at? We didn't see that. Have anybody seen that movie? Have anybody seen Tonto and them picking some cotton, working the tobacco fields? Because when you see in the Confederate States of America, beloved, the black man is on the face of the money. You're the face of the tobacco, not him. You're the face of the corn. You're the face of the cotton. You're the face of the sugar. So how did that work? How did that work? How did that work? See, they tell you that the natives have what, 500 tribes, but they got another 400 Native American tribes that's not recognized by the government, whether that's federal or state. I think that's interesting, beloved. I think that's very interesting.
It is very interesting. So how would they know if they're not right? Common sense would tell you they're keeping it. How are they doing that? So security, your birth certificate, the country card that we just discussed. You know, the country card that gets your blood at birth. So now you have that they're able to track because now they know your blood type. They can track you back to your mom, whose blood type they may have had. They can check the analysis. If used to, so on and so. Still have a track record. In the system, knowing who you are, what tribe you're from. They know all this stuff. You just don't know it.
So really, on the books have damn near 1,000 tribes, but 400 and some change. The government made it fit and seemed fit to just write them off the pages. They don't even exist.
Mm-hmm.
So now we have red, pale skin, Native American brother and sister, but I want to hear the slave stories. I just got to hear them, beloved. I want to hear them. I want to hear how y'all pick cotton. I want to hear how y'all work the fields. I want to hear how y'all work the plantations, because we don't hear that. That ain't in the book. James Mooney and several other writers wrote about natives on that plantation. Not only that, we can, beloved, go to other explorers, and when they were in California, and we talking about deep west coast of America, and then wrote when they was on the east coast of America, and they said, the Indian that live on the coast, he looked much different than the ones that live in the interior. And they always identified the Indian that lived on the coast, they was dark skinned.
We read that in the book.
Or as one of the writers.
We read that in the book, right? Pretty much every freaking book that I bring up to you guys. But the most recent one that I've read, and then I also read it on Empress Holbert when we did the build on the tribes. It talked to you and told you about it. The build I just did yesterday, the antiquarian, the American antiquarian, right? It goes into all of the details, explaining how we followed the buffaloes. This is how they kept expanding back, further in time. They followed the buffalo and expanded themselves, moving along further along the continent. As the tribes got larger, they needed to expand, it was getting overcrowded in one particular area, so on and so forth, so all right.
It said they had a African colored skin. We don't see that one. Can anybody?
And on page that he's reading, right, the myth of the Indians, right, it says, on page 321, the color of these off to African, down to even dark, like African black hair. Many of them have hair that is beautifully wavy. The climate in California, together with the habits of these Indians, make, and this is just a quote out there. So when you're thinking about this, right, it shows you and it talks about, but I've talked to you guys about this before. I did a whole entire build on hair, I believe, about a year and a half ago. When it comes to the hair, I wanted to share this with you guys. When it comes to the hair, right, our hair was definitely different with the texture due to the windows are showing pretty good because I'm not using the internet, I guess. So I can show some pics as we're listening to this. So the air and the water and the soil, everything that you're consuming with the food, when everything changes, remember these people came and alchemically changed our surroundings with their pathogenic bodies and genes and diseases and all these different animals and things they were bringing from everywhere. So, what do I want to share? Try again. Okay, so they, when they brought these things over, it transformed everything, the water, the air, like I said, the soil. And remember, when your hair, if you wet your hair now, you get in the shower. I don't care how so-called nappy a person's hair is. They say nappy. That word kills me. Their hair is going to hang down with the weight of the water. So that lets you know the magnificence of moisture, cancel it. This is acting stupid. I'm going to try it again. If the magnificence of moisture. So when the air is purified and the water is purified, you're going to have a difference in the hair. I literally had a friend that moved to Florida for about 6 months. No, it was more than that. I think she was going maybe close to a year. I'd say between 10 and 12 months, right? When she came back, her total hair texture was different. Her and the kids. just because of the water in Florida versus the water in New York. And I noticed my hair as well. I have a decent grade of hair. It's very thick. I have a lot of hair, but it's very thick. So when I came to New York from Chicago, there was also a difference in the water in my hair. Very dry. So, when they changed the water out chemically, it changed the structure of our hair, but it's still the not ether because we have a flat strand. We have a flat strand hair. They have a circular strand. But let's continue.
Find us the Indian that got the African color skin, because we don't see him. The ones that we see on the plantation, pardon me, because we don't even see them, on the reservation doing the powwow is the pale skin Indian. What happened to all at the Negro skin, or AKA the African skin? Because we don't know. We don't see them no more. What happened to them? Have anybody seen them? Do you first know what an African skin tone looks like? And we talking about on a generic conversation, beloved. We never see these people. All these folks just dumped up and just disappeared. Nobody seen them. But could it be a possibility? Is it possible that the Indians that had the dark skin that the explorers seen, and they had the dark skin, see, before they in contact? Oh, pardon me. I want to get these words right. These Indians that had the African color skin tone had the dark color skin tone before they had quote unquote African contact. So that means that when they show you a dark Indian, they put it in and they just mixed in. And I just don't you think that it is interesting that a African can smash one of the females? That they were pissing and he don't even really know the language, but he's not off. Indian tribe somehow smashed them, and then all the dark skin
You want to cleaned up.
A mix. It's like a twofold kind of situation where blood quantum, all of this, and that child is a real dog. Then all of a sudden, it was any African contact. That's the I'm like, okay, let me get this right. You stayed out there and did that? There's a lot of writers. Anything that goes for culture, you can remember. Africa. When you ask questions, it just doesn't work. Don't send.
Hi. Brett.
And before they had you better look into it because he only must be I start seeing them hanging around these folks and putting their arms around them. They put their arms and hands around, right? No. We seen them civil right. The Mexican is firstborn. The Puerto Ricans and all are just the firstborn. You think when they start talking about Taino slavery in the islands, they put
Probably because I'm sharing.
underneath that sun all day?
Let's stop
They
sharing.
put our sister, the Cardi B types, underneath that sun all day? The pale skinned Indian on that sun all day in Florida, in Georgia, in Virginia, and everybody's in Oklahoma, and nobody got a plantation story? Well, what Indian was, who was James Moody? Because the Indian he's talking about, they were side by side with the Negro. Negro's still here. He's still the Negro. We can't, what happened to that Indian? What happened? What happened? We're going to question everything. James Mooney said Indian slaves was they was on that auction block too. We never seen them. We never seen them. Did you see them?
I never seen them.
They talking about there were slave raids, not in Africa, right here in the territory that we call the United States. If you go a little further down,
Taking the
in the
red
same
man.
period, six. Well, look, don't you know? Check it out. Is a fictional character. If you try to research you can't. He's a fictional character. Spider-Man. You know, a lot of y'all doing that Wakandification. Um, up. All right, so now we have a different here. and then you got African slaves. One more story, slave trade story, or Indian slavery story that's from reality. What we see. So since everybody know they brought Africans over, they brought West African over for sure. 100 million, not only 20, 20. I think so. I think all black Americans did a trade challenge. A slave trade challenge is when you are on your bathroom floor and you just lay there for 2 hours. I don't want you to lay there for long. I want you to lay there for like 2 hours. Tell me how your body feels. Just 2 hours, right? I'm gonna show you a document. I'm gonna pull it up and I'm gonna post it. And they were talking on the wooden bottom foundation for months. Now you come across where some people don't really go. They don't even take no cruises. You can't if you kind of peak game seasonal period because they can't run all year because they got hurricanes. They can't run. I'm talking about good modern day cruises. They can't run and do the Gulf of Mexico all year round. Seasonal. But you tied down the ship up and down and you got weight on there because you got this. Oh, he made a special shoe and piercing shit down. Hey, back, dog. Your mama and them, you laid on the one floor. People. Black folks, you know the
Peace and love, says that. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate it.
You laying down, chained down to the floor. You chained down to the floor, bro. That's basically get you 300, 400. You understand up. You on the move when you come out the back. Look, they pull something on deck. You out there, you jumping and all this. They gonna force feed you some oatmeal and all. Do something, beloved. Get around somebody that been depressed, lost their home, house on fire, lost their vehicle, lost their loved one. You may but you know, you don't have you are in control of a stranger. You don't know what he's going through. Had strokes and heart attacks and it worked. So what tell you? No, can't tell the United States they can't. The African was willing to come when he came.
Like now.
Now that's go in the foreign land in your own. Mm-hmm. Those Africans, they to get you to go to work tomorrow.
I wanted to play two other videos. Like sometimes it works a little better, maybe. American patent. American 2-time slave and blood. A former the melting pot industry. English and Irish are to be found in considerable numbers in off of Russia, the coast of Russia. Your muscles in the service of Americans here to be workers. That's what the Slav is, indentured servitude. It's still going on right now. The Germans still international skill, but they're the effects the upon the unstable monsters they wait upon, who is who? Their masters. The concentration of the recording of pygmies that by unit control type and pan of pygmies that by unit control pygmies on here that the power time inherited empathy that they're going through still going under servitude right now, even in Pakistan. All right, guys. So yeah, we're gonna get out of here. I appreciate you guys coming back through. I wanted to show a couple more videos, obviously, and read something else. Had some tea. I felt a little bit better, and I was hoping I can get right into it. But as you guys know, it doesn't always go that smoothly. But peace, love, and bliss, and I will be chatting with you guys soon. Have a great one. I'm out.